You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like how in card games like Hearthstone they call it net decking. Everybody just gets a deck from the internet instead of like
Hey, I
no.
mean,
There's no innovation. Nobody's coming up with new strategies, new ideas. So you end up on a ladder playing against all the same shit, and it's like, yo,
Yeah.
hey, but I
this
mean,
is
I
boring.
feel you, but the efficiency is that's how it is, man.
But I will
Some
say
shit
this.
it only changes until new shit comes out. That's up to
Well,
the
Magic the
creators.
Gathering, the cool thing is
People
this:
are
if
smart.
everybody's running a
No,
meta,
they not. They really
well,
not.
like us.
People are though.
Well, for like Hearthstone, I think there's a certain ceiling because it's just so many cards and there's only so many effects that can happen, right? So long story short, in Magic the Gathering, it's like I remember one person said this guy showed up to a tournament with this weird deck because he realized that the whole meta everybody was running this aggro deck and he had a upset and he beat everybody at that comp because he metagamed out what everybody was doing. Like recently,
Right.
and that's how it goes.
Yeah.
But like, I definitely understand. But if you play on Magic the Gathering Arena, like Savis just said, everybody just looks up the internet decks, right?
And you have to. There's a meta and there's a meta, and then it's like.
And you know what
that
kills me,
makes the
Savius?
gameplay stale and boring. What's that?
You know what's worse when you play against him? Like, oh man, he's gonna close out this game. He's gonna tap this, do this, and he should easily win the game. But since he doesn't have any experience and he doesn't create decks and he
know how
doesn't
to play
understand it, motherfucker, you're like, really? And then you get more mad because it's like in a normal situation, a person who was intelligent would have been able to identify and beat you. And then like I said, it just becomes stale because you're like, dude, you guys don't even know what you're playing. You don't even understand how to navigate the deck.
You can't even have good matches when people are just net decking and stuff like that. Because it's like, I've had some matches where it's like, man, I outplayed the shit out of this person because this was a hard matchup for me, and the only way that I could win was to outplay this person. That feels good. But to just straight up, I didn't like winning is nice, but it's like it's boring if it's just like I hard counter this guy, he can't do anything anyway.
Right.
Literally
Precisely.
everything he throws, I have not only do I have an answer, I have an unanswerable answer to.
And see, and that's why in Magic the Gathering they have a sideboard and they make you play best out of 3.
Yeah.
So you can have the chance to sideboard in some cards. And Hearthstone is weird, man, because I feel like that's like the big card game right now, technically, because it's virtual.
And from what I understand, everybody's at.
Yeah,
Hey,
pretty
that's
much.
how it is, man.
And then, like, you might have one guy that will make, like, a
And that
certain
ain't-
typical deck, and he might incorporate one or two things that might offset and give him the advantage. But yes, it gets very stale.
That's not. You say it's efficient. It's not smart. These people aren't smart. They're lazy, and that's how games die.
Well, the one thing is, like in Magic the Gathering Arena, when people will make like a net deck of an aggression deck, and it's not to like play competitive play.
even
They
though
just want to grind out the system and
even
get the
though
gold.
if the card game is good enough, there will be somebody it's innovative that create anti-meta decks.
In real card games, yes. Live card games are different from the digital card games. Are terrible. Like they're worse because
they are.
They're worse because everybody gets obsessed with like, what's the best way that I can climb up the ladder? I had to think about I was hyped about this Mini Masters game, and I had to think about it. I'm like, why am I playing this? What is my goal? What am I getting out of this? What do I want out of this? Do I care about my ladder ranking? And no, I don't, because I don't stream anymore. So it's not, it's not gonna help me to get to Grandmaster. And then it's like I can't make YouTube videos be like Grandmaster, you know what I'm saying? And so.
Precisely, because that's the reason why I'm playing Lost Ark, because I want to get ahead of the curve. Like, I mean,
Right,
otherwise I could just wait.
Yeah, that's why you do certain things. Yes, get ahead of the curve, make the videos, get the shit out. But yeah. The thing, with like you said, with online card games, that's what sucks. It's way more people trying to got that ladder thing versus something and going to a card shop and having fun.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And that's what I'm saying.
But see, I think that's why Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, the real life card games, when they go online, that's why they facilitate and last so long, because it's the same game, but you're playing it online. The game wasn't just built around online. Exactly.
It's real.
And it has a set of rules and all this shit. And
right. And the craziest thing about those is too, sometimes they can go back and change a whole card and it can behave all differently. Once they print a card, The only thing that might do is ban it.
Yeah, things get errated all the time.
Yeah, we're gonna nerf the HP or we're gonna nerf the aggro.
Yeah, like I was
we're gonna
playing
change
it one day.
the summon effect. They have like print a whole new card to change the summon effect of a card in Yu-Gi-Oh. you know,
that's what I enjoyed. I went there playing with different people and shit like that.
Blackluster Soldier is always the same because he's always Blackluster Soldier.
Yep. I will say this. Hopefully you can find that misses in your life, and by misses I mean the game that you can throw over your time and stuff like that.
I say it's gonna be harder to find.
Oh damn, we still on this nigga's intro.
Hey man, like I'm saying, man. Hey, look, that's what we always talk about because I think we do talk a lot of interesting stuff, and that sparks conversations.
Yeah, I forgot it's my turn.
Yeah. So what's been going on, Random? How you been doing, man?
Damn, nigga, I've just been very grateful.
How's work been?
For where I'm at. Work's been stressful and hard as fuck, but hey.
Paychecks are nice, right?
I got paychecks are nice. I got my PC.
Making those payments, nigga?
I don't have crazy bills due to my parents letting me stay at the house.
Hey, God bless his mama and her fucking doctor. It's hard carrying right now.
And my dad is hard carrying right now. My mom doesn't have a job.
Oh damn! Bless your dad.
My dad gets disability, but I'm just thankful. I'm just really thankful because shit could be worse. I could have an STD, or I could be dead, or I could be in jail, I could be, so much shit.
Yeah.
I will say that, but a lot of that stuff you just said is preventable. So maybe kids always wrap up.
That is true, my nigga. But yeah, I'm just happy right now. I'm playing Fallout 76, enjoying the fuck out of it, even though half the world hates it and half the world likes it. It's whatever.
I think if it wasn't fall, it's the same thing like Final Fantasy 15. We said Saviors. You know what it is?
I can tell you exactly.
If you compare it against other Fallouts, it falls short. But if it wasn't called Fallout, it would be a great game
for what it is.
Precisely.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I don't think it's wrong for people to think of it that way because they did rush this game out as compared to other Fallouts where they took 2 to 3 years. So people should.
The game is rushed.
I don't know how to enjoy games for what they are anymore.
I've been doing that a lot with a lot of single players and shit.
I'm gonna go back to single player. I was just thinking like, man, I'm just gonna play Horizon Zero Dawn 500 times. It's like,
damn, man.
I'm gonna play it like
never mind. Like you're not into that whole Cyberpunk 2077.
Like
I was gonna say that's coming out.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, but I'm cautious.
I'm confused because he likes the medieval fantasy shit, and he.
I can see. Look, Samus would play Cyberpunk as long as the gameplay. He would play it as long as the gameplay.
I thought it was steampunk.
Yeah, steampunk or whatever.
The Witcher isn't steampunk. It's fantasy.
No, I know The Witcher. I thought you were talking about.
Not Cyberpunk.
I was talking about Cyberpunk, but I'm switching.
My whole point is just.
Hey, you know what? Because I didn't get The Witcher when it was like $20 on console. I want to play with a controller. I don't want to play with mouse.
Oh, you can play it on your PC with a controller, nigga.
Man, I don't know, man. My boss controller for my PC so I can play Maple Story.
Yeah, Maple Story is pretty solid, and then you can just go around killing shit in that game. And the quest
I want to do what Debo's doing right now. I mean, I know you run dungeon or questing or something.
Well, I was running the dungeon once, but I ran the dungeons after in Maple Story after I did all my quests. But the questing was really nice.
See what you're doing. This is, and it's maybe I've always been an action RPG guy, but just never really got into like Diablo. But because my action RPG is Ragnarok Online. I know people don't really look at it like that, but it is. It's an action RPG. Like I loved RO's
Well, in this game, they have the world quest, and they also have special monsters you can kill, and you get credit, which you can use for higher level items. So if you literally just wanted to go around just killing monsters and shit,
that's what I want to do. I was thinking about that.
Maybe not in one area. I mean, actually, you could kill in one area. The only thing you would net out of that is like these crystals that you get from killing certain monsters that respawn over and over again. So yeah.
See, I feel like developers with MMOs and whatnot, they get too screwed up trying to think what players want or like what's the best way? How do people want to earn experience? How the fuck we can, motherfucker? Let me tell you something. If I can get to max level just crafting potions, then let me. If that's what I want to do.
World of Warcraft did that with herbalism. They nerfed that shit real quick.
Hey, Servius, that's not
you can still
fair.
Do that. Hey, no, you can
still do that.
No.
But it's just real slow, right?
Market. Here's the thing, right? if somebody wants to grind monkeys to max level, let them. If somebody wants to just do story quests to max level, let them. If somebody just wants to spam dungeons over and over, let them. There used to be multiple ways to get to max level in World of Warcraft.
Yo, Savius, you know what? I'm glad you bring that up because there is a game that lets you do it, and it's very popular. It's called RuneScape. It's not. Let me tell you. You can, nigga. My God. The thing is, you can kill the same enemy. It may not be as efficient, but you can still kill the same enemy if you want to and get to max level. It'll take you longer than everybody else.
You can do that in Ragnarok Online too.
I mean, you can do the same method over and over again. There's different methods. There's more efficient methods.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
methods. There's all types of things.
Developers
and they don't nerf shit.
They shouldn't try to find like, oh, there's the best way to level in this game is to quest. Like that shouldn't be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It should be however you want to, or what you know what I hate is when people do find efficient ways and then they go and nerf the shit.
Well, because more what happens typically is when people find efficient way, that means an exploit. That's usually what it is. It's an exploit where it's like, oh, here's how you get the most experience with the least amount of effort. You know what I'm saying? That's usually exploiting. Yeah. And that's why they nerf things like that. But like, if you just legitimately like, oh, the best way to level is a mixture of dungeons and questing and crafting, that's gonna take actually a tremendous amount of effort.
Right.
And the average person is not gonna want to do that. So most people will be like, you know what, dog? I just want to do dungeons. Cool. You'll get there, but this dude was killing golems and he got there faster than me. That's cool, but you still got there, dog.
Well, you know and then one thing is too, usually even that person max levels in most of them RPGs, you're still gonna need to do the quest line because you're still gonna need to
if you wanna advance raids and dungeons and stuff like that. Sure, and that's fine. But you know, don't make it so where if you reach max level another way, you can go back and still do that story content. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I think most games do that and stuff.
Yeah, and that would be great. I just don't like it where they lock all the experience behind questing and force you to do that. It's like, dog, give me good monster density, give me a good story, you know what I'm saying? So that everybody has a good way to enjoy.
That's how Lost Ark is. It's all locked behind questing.
But here's the thing about Lost Ark, though. It's like, the way I feel it, it's like the questing, it actually takes you around the whole world, and while you're questing, you're killing waves of monsters.
This game just looks fun to play.
Sometimes, like, I'm in an area just killing monsters nonstop because it's just cool.
Yeah, see, it just looks fun to play your character,
Oh, no, yeah, the game looks phenomenal.
Yeah, but it is predominantly questing. But let me tell you this: when I grind the dungeons to kill the monsters over and over again, and I know this that I am a good amount of levels higher than other people.
It's a big ass succubus lady.
I know. But outside of that, man, I'm glad things are going well for you, Random. I'm glad that you're able to get your piece here and doing stuff. Don't be a dick at work and stop being lazy. You're gonna fuck up the company. That's all I gotta say.
You know what? So let me go in on that. Look, I don't want to make the podcast too long with this, but give me a good 2 minutes. All right, I feel you on that shit because at my job, my nigga, I bust my ass, right? And hold on, let me find a spot real quick on Fallout so I don't die to these stupid niggas.
Ooh.
So I have this sales manager. I won't drop her fucking name because I don't give a fuck. There's a sales manager. She started, I say about 2-3 weeks after I started. And first I want to start by saying, in the rent-to-own business, like whether it's Aaron's, Rent-A-Center, or Buddy's, I hate sales managers. I'm gonna tell you why I hate sales managers. Because they're disconnected from fucking reality. And you're like, what do you mean by that, Deshaun? Well, I'll tell you, nigga, what I mean. What I mean is these motherfuckers will pile shit up on you, and then when it's time for them to go home, they'll go to fuck home, and you're out here staying after hours doing fucking deliveries.
Hey, see, now I feel like that's just there. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe like I know because you said they
don't understand just like how hard shit is.
It's like they're in an ivory tower and they have no understanding what the.
It's because these people come in and they don't have to be a delivery driver. I feel like if you want to be in the rental-owned business, everybody has to be a fucking delivery driver.
For a certain amount of time. what's
yes,
going
to
on.
get it and understand so you know what is going on.
Yeah.
Don't have this. Okay, so there's this bitch at my work that doesn't understand for her job. She's supposed to not just only make sales. She's in charge of the sales room and how it's presented and how it looks. She's supposed to move some furniture around.
Make it look nice. That makes people want to rent shit. Yeah.
Because this is what every sales manager, when I was at Rent Center, even though she was a woman, she was still moving shit. There's things to help you. There are dollies. There are forward ways. This bitch at my job thinks she's a fucking princess and she's not meant to move anything.
Oh yeah.
At all.
Yeah,
like,
I know how that goes.
like I've been talking to my manager about it, and he's like, "Well, you know what? Shit's finna change." I'm like, "Okay, good," because I'm tired of it. It's like, yo, not only do you have an office, the sales floor is your office as well. You need to get off your ass. Decorating does not just count. That is not your job. Okay, of course the showroom looks good with the decorations, but bitch, you need to also put shit out on the floor. You need to put some shit together. This is also your job. Just making the shit look pretty isn't just your job. I saw other people do it in their fields. I mean, that doesn't mean you escape it because you're a woman. So you gonna get your ass out there and work, bitch.
Okay, gotta work, bitch.
I hate
Britney Spears made a song about that. You want a Maserati? You want to go to body? You better work, bitch. It's a good song.
Good
stuff, man.
just,
I fully agree with that because I think a lot of people they don't really take shit as serious.
a lot of people are entitled and lazy.
Okay, there you go.
Entitled lazy fucks. I'll bust my ass, man.
Speaking of titled lazy fucks, we're gonna go ahead and get to the first topic of the night, and you might be like, well, the